2013 marks a sentimental and special milestone as American Campus celebrates our 20th anniversary. When we formed American Campus in 1993, our student housing business consisted of just one third-party management contract for the Dobie Center, an off-campus residence hall serving students here at the University of Texas, which is actually the tall glass high-rise you see over my shoulder. In fact, our first corporate office was in a vacant student suite on the top floor of the building. Shortly after our founding, we crafted our mission statement with a singular focus on being the nation's premier student housing company. In August of this year, just across the street, we'll open the Callaway House, a facility we believe will set a new standard in student housing. It will open almost 20 years to the day that I moved to Austin with my wife and 2 small children, with the vision of what has become American Campus. There have been some special milestones over the years and various partners we'd like to thank. In 1995, we got our first big break when Prairie View A&M University and the Texas A&M University system gave us our first major development opportunity with a 672-bed upperclassmen apartment community. Since that time, we've demolished all of the university's housing stock from the 1950s and 60s and are on our 7th phase of new development, now encompassing over 3,800 beds, making our work at Prairie View A&M University the largest student housing revitalization project in the nation. In 1997, Scott Reckler and Rexon, via Rexon Strategic Venture Partners, purchased the majority interest in the company from my original partners and provided the venture capital we needed to expand from a third-party services company to the actual ownership of student housing properties. We spent the next 6 years establishing our brand with colleges and universities and assembling our initial owned portfolio. In 2002, we reached another milestone when the University of California system selected us on the UC Irvine campus to be the third-party developer and manager of what would become the nation's largest third-party development completed under a project-based financing structure. Our long-standing relationship with UCI now consists of 3 phases of development with more than 4,800 beds, with a total transaction value in excess of $435 million. Then, in 2004, we led the student housing industry to a new plateau when we became the first student housing company in America to successfully complete an IPO, dramatically improving our overall weighted cost of capital and introducing Wall Street and institutional capital to the student housing sector as a mainstream real estate investment. We then embarked on pioneering the equity ownership of on-campus student housing with Arizona State University on what would become our ACE program. In 2007, we broke ground on our first phase of development at ASU, where we now own more than 5,100 beds of on-campus housing, consisting of upperclassmen apartments, modern freshman residence halls, and the university's in-residence honors college. Our efforts with ASU have provided a model for universities across the country that are dealing with limited state funding. In 2011, we reached another long-term objective when American Campus became the first student housing company to achieve an investment-grade rating, something no other company in our space has achieved. As a result, we launched our inaugural unsecured bond offering during the first quarter of 2013, giving us yet another vehicle by which we can reduce our long-term cost of capital, further strengthening our balance sheet to fund our future endeavors. In the 8 years since our IPO, we've gone from a total enterprise value of $350 million to nearly $7 billion. We've become the largest company in our space, only because we've continued to stay true to that one simple tenet of our mission statement: to be the nation's premier provider of quality student housing. Nothing less will do. On behalf of the entire American Campus family, we thank each and every one of you for your support and confidence, and we look forward to the next 20 years.